Hello, friends, and welcome back to the BT PhD plays Hatoful Boyfriend. We're still exploring the bad boys love ending, and we're on the 5th class. Here we go. You are different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this. Yes, Father. We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk. Yes, Father. Look at them, crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they live. Yes, Father. Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand? Yes, Father. Japan? Yes. You will be staying there for some time. Arrangements have already been made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family. Sakuya. Yes, Father. Also, Dr. Iwamine is in residence at the institution you will be attending. He is a prestigious doctor. It would not be exaggerating to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him. Yes, Father. Sakuya's a yes man. Angel saw Hyoko going into the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? They must both be lying. Yuya's been helping us all this time. I don't want to suspect him, but he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covering for the doctor? We don't know that for sure. The mongrel could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Iwamine. It's not impossible, but from what I've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this. I'm aware. I want to go confront them now, but with only Angel's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue, which means we need to search the infirmary. Do you intend to go in without asking? Yeah. The more stealthy we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us for sure. Understood. I will go to the lab to keep them occupied while you search the infirmary. Thank you, Sakuya. A moment, gentlemen. Mr. Leone, I have something for you. Sorry for being late. I was somewhat delayed. What are these? The first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school, and is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need it to protect yourself, use it. You will have more use for those than I, Kawada. Hold on to them. Right. Thank you, Mr. Leone. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary. Save your business, everybody! Save it good. Back it up. The hour of judgment has come! I cannot use the Dark Tree's power here. Return to the Void, Wallenstein. Wallenstein. Well, he seems excited. I wonder what the doctor's doing. Being slandered by Mr. Higure, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higure. I have returned from Judecca to defeat you! As long as you live, calamitous sorcerer, the world will be wrapped in eternal despair. When he says things with such conviction, I almost find myself believing them. Please, that isn't funny. Yes, yes. Come on, Higure. Let's go back to the gym, okay? No, stop! Don't throw me out like some wretched doll. I suspect he's suffered from megalomania since birth. Birth? Megalomania? What do you mean? Delusions of grandeur. Issuing societal standards. He lives in his... Reading. Reading is hard. Eschewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it's genetic. There would be no helping him then, would there? He is unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part is his ability to bring his surroundings into his fantasy, though I seem to be less affected than you. And since, although I invited him to the school, I have yet to find a use for him, the whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time. Did you say something just now, Doctor? No, nothing at all. Excuse me. Oh, hello, Shirogane. What's going on? Where did Kawada go? He's investigating another area at the moment. Only Dr. Iwamine and Anaki are here now. Isn't Sakazaki here too? I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. He's very brave to be out there and about with the scarecrow on the loose. Not brave, just imprudent. Stupid mongrel. Aw, my little cuddle muffin. One moment a kitten needs a hug. And smooch. Wow, she didn't even fuss. Clearly I've been playing games too long. Stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I wanted to occupy both of them if possible, but at least they don't realize that we suspect them yet. Just the doctor should be enough. Dr. Iwamine, I came here to ask your opinion of something. My opinion? I fear I will not be of much use to you there. My body has never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasion to talk to the doctor since moving here, but I can read his expression perfectly well all the same. It says I'm not telling you anything. Where is Mr. Kawada? Did you have a falling out? He seems to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. Pity. I agree, sir. No doubt someone biased... based. Reading is hard. I'll whine about it for a second. Okay. I agree, sir. To doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is balivarness, sir. It's nonsense. That's right. I must be perfectly logical in all things. You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think that you could be involved in such a grisly crime as this. It is an honor to be praised by the heir of the Lebel family. Completely flat. Does he never speak with emotion? I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You might not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the Lebel family to continue on to even greater glory. Is that so? I had not known. I'm afraid that I know little of the fates of the drugs that I develop. The life of but one bird may not be significant to you, but we of the Lebel family will never forget. Oh, how wonderful. I take it your father is a figure of great respect. Of course. The family head must always be honored. It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kawada holds his, almost like the foundation of your very existence. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses. He's such a creepy bastard. Locked. Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin the autopsy, and I think he's been with some birdie ever since. Let's see. Maybe that massive thing Mr. Leone gave me will do the trick. Yes! Into the lab. This room has always been a little creepy. It's even worse in the dim light. This room has been a little... This room is... Oh, the sentence continued after. I think I'm getting sleepy. I need to look for evidence that Hyoko was in here quickly. But where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in corners, the bigger the risk I'll get caught. I need to remember I've been in here a lot, every time I got sick. Where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see? Didn't he forbid even his assistants from touching his desk? It would seem he keeps his drawers locked tight. You're up, massive thing. Inside are medical records? He's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up, though I never really thought of him as a respectful type. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4 files. The names are Kawada Ryota, Tosaka Hyoko, Fujishiro Nageki, and Shirogane Sakuya. What? I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but Hyoko and Sakuya never had any reason to be in here, and Fujishiro Nageki. Looking closely, Nageki's folder says St. Pigeonation's Medical Center on the side, while the others don't. And the date is from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then. Are the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers, and I'm not sure what they mean. Huh? Sakuya's has a second piece of paper in it. Looks like some sort of memo or... Oh, shit! Ah! Suddenly blinding pain in the back of my head. I can't move. I fall unconscious. Where am I? I feel dizzy. That's right, I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. The medical records are gone. Somebody took them? Oh, I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun Mr. Leone gave me. Darn it. I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that. Ugh, darn it. Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that? That's what she said. I had our records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere. Huh? I'd noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk in the corner. I wouldn't have seen it if I weren't on the floor. This is Hyoko's student ID. There's blood on the corner. So it wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed. It must have happened in here. Spooky, scary. Looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed, but for some reason I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true, like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself. Just what is he after, anyway? I'm not worried about who is doing what and why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to Hyoko. I need to talk with Sakuya. So you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor? Correct. Even if she was cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a good deal of physical labor. Sakuya? You again. Can we go into the maintenance room? We need to talk. Very well. Mr. Shirogane? Yes, Doctor. Just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself. Even with the knowledge and tools of a physician, even so, I am not a particularly healthy person. Not a healthy person? The doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know. He is? I never knew. I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though it rarely poses problems in daily life. A human corpse is heavy. It seems a bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think? Yes, it's all true. It's even recorded in the faculty medical records. It is? I see. Thanks. I'll remember that. I'll tell Sakuya what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance room. Meaning Fujishiro Nageki's records and the doctor have something to do with the medical center? I think so, yeah. I wonder about the other records, too. Why you, me, and Hyoko all together? Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here or anything? Not once. Nobility knows no illness. Except for your dad. Yeah, I've never seen him sick, and he always seems pretty lively. I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now. Bad? Because it's inconvenient to your theory. We must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more about the truth. I guess so. Maybe it's because he's not very active, or because he never leaves the infirmary, but I guess I never really had a chance to notice his disability. If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it seem more likely that he was working together with Yuya. Blasted mongrel. No good can ever come from his presence. He merely confuses the issue. Salutations! Were you gossiping about me? Yuya. What a pickle. I guess I'm the topic of choice among boys as well as girls now. Not that I mind. Don't let it get to your head, mongrel. We weren't saying anything good about you. That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we're subjecting you to vile slander and ill gossips. You're very frank, Ryota. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Perhaps you shouldn't say, lest my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass, dropped by an unkind lover. It should be obvious that we were talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed. I doubt his heart is made of glass, though. Used tires, maybe. Something that is completely impervious to abuse. Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met Tosaka in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her? So, you doubt me. I'd love to see your evidence. We found her ID stained with blood. In the infirmary. You are duty-bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do? Well, I can't tell you anything. Sorry. I can't say anything at all. Cease this foolishness. You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the... It's our favorite sound. Our friend is back to play. Run, you two! Such a terrible thing. Nobody likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow. Is this the time for jokes? Run! Go! Ryota seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should try and hurry up a little. Doesn't seem like it's noticed us. I guess it's not too keen on chasing people. Your idle flirtations sicken me. Filthy mongrel. Shh. Do you want it to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay? You plan to act as a decoy? Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you. I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now, so why stop? Our ally. Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu. Sakuya, you're okay. I was worried that maybe you got caught. Indeed. Isn't Yuya with you? We never got him to answer anything. I do not know. He ran in the opposite direction. We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is to get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time, but I don't know if we can still consider him our ally. Our ally. Indeed. You've always been separated, right? So you don't really know how he usually acts, or if he'll be likely to do something like this, or... How could I know? He and I live in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know. I'm an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya. Do not make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. But I want to believe that he's not my enemy. Looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think. The prime suspects are the doctor who aided his family and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is. We should write in the notes, then go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time. Can we solve this and get out in only 4 hours? Alright, friends, we're going to pause here. We'll save. And we'll check in next time as the BT PhD plays Hatoful boyfriend. What will happen next on Murder Mystery? We find out together. Adieu, my friends. Adieu.